Previously on Weirdflix.
Be sure to come back next week when we'll be starting a very special series.
Several months later.
What? Huh? Oh no, wait, what day is it? No. I overslept. I missed the Christmas in July special I had planned. Oh, well, when is it? No. It's December. Well, I guess everything worked out. Let's see. What did I have on the docket? Let's see, 25th. Yeah. Okay, alright. That's weird. This says it's a good movie. Somebody must have made a mistake somewhere. My editor requested it. Oh, well, I suppose she can. Well, it looks like, as a Christmas gift to my editor and a welcome back present to all of you, today I'll be covering National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Wait a second. There's a little more text here. No. No, please. No, anything but that. It's not Christmas Vacation. It's Christmas Vacation 2. Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure.
Weirdflix.
So, I guess I should make a confession. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Christmas Vacation. I've seen parts and heard it lovingly talked about by dozens if not hundreds of people. But if I've ever seen it, it's been so long that I remember nothing about it. So forgive me if I don't recognize any of the inside jokes. I simply don't care. Spoiler alert, this movie sucked. A lot. This comedy made me chuckle exactly once throughout its entire runtime.
I don't even know if you could call this a comedy. It's more like a character study into the saddest man in existence. No, the saddest family in existence.
Without any further complaints, allow me to take you on a journey of Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. Our film starts off with two kids talking, and I'm already bored. We find out this kid is named Third, because he's the third Clark Griswold in the family or something.
I was named after my mom's cousin's husband, Clark Griswold II. I'm the third Clark Griswold. Clark Griswold Johnson.
In the credits, he's actually listed as Third Johnson, so I think that it implies that Cousin Eddie was actually stupid enough to name his child Third. Anyway, they're talking about Third's family, and all the actors they couldn't afford to put into this film.
Now is probably a good time to talk about why this movie was made. See, National Lampoon used to make good movies. You know, Animal House, Vacation, Christmas Vacation, real classics. But as time went on, the magazine National Lampoon that made the movies started to lose popularity, and with lost popularity means they start losing money. Now, they needed a plan on how to make this money back and fast. So rather than the usual strategy of making a good movie and trying to recoup your money that way, they decided to sell out and slap their name on anything that would take it, which is how we got movies like Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. I mean, they were throwing their name on everything. Movies like Golf Punks, Senior Trip, Pledge This, Replicate, Blackball, Dorm Days, all of these I own, of course, and there are many more out there. The company very quickly went under due to this horrific practice, but legend has it they're still out there secretly funding movies today, desperately attempting to reclaim any of the money they've lost. Between you and me, I don't think it's working.
Anyway, by this point we've seen Eddie being tested on to prove he's dumber than a monkey, and then lose his job to said monkey. As he's moping about, he takes a bath, which somehow explodes the bathroom. Take a look.
It looks like he's all washed up. That joke sucked, and it was funnier than anything in this movie.
So Eddie goes to get his job back, which he lost to a monkey, I'd like to remind you, and then gets bit by said monkey.
Wait, Monkey bite. Isn't that how 28 Days Later started?
As compensation, they send Eddie and his family on an all-expenses-paid trip to Hawaii for Christmas.
Tropical nights, beautiful white beaches, luau's.
Cool, I guess. Also, their cousin whose house they were squatting in came home. Let's hear what she has to say.
I'm gonna kill myself. Merry Christmas!
Yeah, I think we all feel that way around the holidays. Turns out her boyfriend broke up with her, and she's sad. And now it's time for a metal plate in the head gag. Remember that from Christmas Vacation? The better one? Another character joins this party, Uncle Nick, who's here because his wife left him for a Christmas tree delivery man. This is the only scene that made me chuckle where he's trying to get into the house.
Hello.
Merry Christmas. Can I come in?
Uncle Nick! Merry Christmas! Audrey, this is Eddie's Uncle Nick. Oh, what's wrong?
Nothing. Can I come in?
Uncle Nick! Oh, this is a surprise!
What are you doing here? Merry Christmas. I came here to die.
The fact that I thought this was funny shows the effect that these movies are having on me. They leave for the airport and bring their dog with them. Do people actually bring their pets on trips? I don't care. At the airport, hijinks ensue, like the dog being so smelly it clears the line for the plane, or Eddie beating up one of the Monty Python guys.
Why is he here? He adds nothing to the plot, and I can only assume he was put in so that we can feel superior to British people. But the fact that we made this movie means that, unfortunately, we aren't.
They get to the island and meet a character whose name everyone mispronounces, and as a result, I have no idea what her name is. She's their tour guide, basically. They go get food, and then we meet the rich Australian man who owns a nearby island and flies a plane.
He's only in this movie for one reason. See if you can guess what that reason is. Pause the video now and guess in the comments below. If you get it correctly, you can pick what movie I sit through next.
They get on a boat, but through a fishing mishap, they end up marooning on an island. Also, the boat floats away, leaving them stranded on said island.
They got a real Gilligan's Island situation going on here, except everybody's Gilligan. Or is everyone the skipper? Whoever the dumb one is.
Luckily, they brought their supplies from the boat.
Okay, here's what we brought ashore. We got a dozen Tootsie Rolls, we got some bridge mix, 2 6-packs of beer, some hamburger helper, and 4 bottles of bourbon.
That's my kind of captain.
First, why did they bring those? And second, I'm not even sure some of those are food. From here on out, we're basically treated to a montage of island life. Despite the fact that the island is filled with bananas and there's a freshwater stream nearby, we need a hilarious scene of them hunting for food. The main purpose of this scene is for a joke that I actually did find somewhat funny. Pubescent boy third finds girl whose name no one gets right bathing and stops to watch her, but is interrupted by Uncle Nick, who is also watching and frankly has been a real creep throughout this whole movie. Here's a clip. Anyway, the family gets together and decides they need to have an island Christmas. This means they need a house and obviously a Christmas ham, which leads to a scene of Eddie facing off with a terrifying island boar.
I've seen tougher looking pigs on the back of my box of bacon.
He manages to kill it through the use of gravity. I have my doubts that spear would actually work, but I suppose anything dropped from a high enough height would kill you. We see some father-son bonding as Third and Eddie start to work on the house, culminating in Christmas morning, where they christen the house, which collapses after they all set foot inside. Then there's this weird dream sequence that's like Tarzan with that monkey from earlier, but this is unimportant. The whole movie is unimportant, but this especially so. He wakes up from this dream and look! It's a plane! Finally, the movie's almost over. Who else turns out to be flying it but the rich Australian man from earlier, who actually owns this island, and has a hotel 10 miles away. That's right, they were on an inhabited island this whole time.
If you guessed that he was only there to rescue them and tell them that the island that they were stuck on was inhabited, congratulations! You get to pick what movie I watch next. Please don't pick one like this.
As they're leaving the island, they all give boring speeches about how they actually liked it there, and Eddie gives the pilot a concussion. This comes into play later as, when they're flying, the Australian man passes out, meaning that Eddie has to fly the plane.
Ooh, I'm filled with tension. Will they make it? Hopefully not.
With the help of an air traffic controller who seems really bad at his job, They land the plane and make it home safely. We fast forward a little and see how everyone is doing. Uncle Nick's wife comes back to him for some reason, and now they all live in Hawaii. Eddie gave the air traffic controller a nervous breakdown because he's a terrible, terrible person, and he ends up getting a new job flying planes.
He also brings along the monkey for some reason.
The movie ends with a freeze frame on the plane as people start singing Christmas carols, but it goes on for way too long for some reason.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I thought there was something wrong with my DVD when this happened. And with that, we bring Cousin Eddie's Island adventure to a close.
This movie sucked. It wasn't even good bad. It was just bad. It was a slog to watch. It was a slog to write about, and I was actively rooting for this thing to be over. The jokes fall flat, there's barely a plot, it's mostly just excuses to show how dumb Cousin Eddie is, and there's no reason anyone should watch this. Do not seek this out, this one sucks. All that time, and you guys were hoping for a good review, and it was wasted on this. Big thanks to my editor for picking it. What a crummy Christmas gift. I feel really bad. I wish I had something better for you guys. I guess this Christmas special is ruined. Unless... Wait a second. I think I have a movie that you guys are going to enjoy. I think I can salvage this Christmas special.
As the fate of Weirdflix hangs in the balance, will Chris salvage the Christmas special? What could he possibly have in store? Wait, will I have a job if this review sucks? Find out all this and more on the next episode of Weirdflix.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.